Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a storm, with waves of negativity crashing over you and you just can't see the shore? What if I told you that you hold a secret compass, one that can guide you not just through the storm, but to a brighter, sunnier destination? This isn't a fantasy. This is the power of your own mind, the incredible force of positive thinking. And today, I'm going to share a true story that will not just inspire you, but might just change the way you see everything. Let's journey back a few years and meet a man named Alex. Alex wasn't a celebrity or a millionaire. He was a regular guy, a talented graphic designer with a passion for art and a heart full of dreams. He had a loving family, a close circle of friends, and a steady job he enjoyed. Life was, by all accounts, pretty good. But one afternoon, his world was turned upside down. A routine doctor's visit delivered a devastating blow. Alex was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive illness that threatened to take away not just his career, but his ability to live a normal life. The doctors painted a grim picture. They spoke in terms of management rather than cure, and the prognosis was bleak. The initial shock was overwhelming. Alex felt a tidal wave of fear, anger, and despair. Why me? What did I do to deserve this? The questions echoed in his mind, pulling him deeper into a dark abyss. His creativity, once a vibrant source of joy, dried up. He couldn't even look at a blank canvas without feeling a crushing sense of hopelessness. The world he knew, full of color and possibility, had turned gray. His friends and family rallied around him, offering support, but Alex felt isolated in his own private storm. He pushed people away, convinced they couldn't possibly understand. He spent his days in a haze of negativity, replaying the doctor's words, imagining the worst-case scenarios. His physical condition began to deteriorate faster than the doctors had predicted, and his spirit was breaking. He was on the verge of giving up completely. One evening, while aimlessly scrolling online, he stumbled upon an interview with a woman who had survived an incredible ordeal. She had faced circumstances even more dire than his own, yet she spoke with a sense of peace and gratitude that seemed almost impossible. She said something that struck Alex like a bolt of lightning. "I couldn't control what was happening to my body, but I realized I could control what was happening in my mind. And that's where I decided to fight my battle." Those words became a lifeline. For the first time in months, a tiny spark of defiance ignited within Alex. He thought, what if I tried that? What if, instead of focusing on what I'm losing, I focus on what I still have? It was a simple shift, but it was profound. He decided to start a new project, not on a canvas, but within himself. He called it Project Gratitude. The next morning, instead of letting his mind spiral into fear, Alex forced himself to find 3 things he was grateful for. At first, it was incredibly difficult, but he persisted. "I'm grateful for the sun shining through my window. I'm grateful for the taste of my morning coffee. I'm grateful for the sound of my wife's laughter downstairs." It felt silly, almost trivial, but he wrote them down in a small notebook. He did it again the next day and the day after that. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, something began to shift. The gray fog in his mind started to thin. He began noticing small moments of beauty he had been blind to before. The intricate pattern of a leaf, the kindness of a stranger, the comfort of a warm blanket. His gratitude list grew longer and more heartfelt each day. This new mindset started to ripple outwards. Instead of dreading his physical therapy sessions, he began to see them as opportunities. Each small movement, once a painful reminder of his limitations, became a victory. He celebrated being able to lift his arm an inch higher, to walk a few steps further. He started cheering on other patients in the clinic, sharing his newfound perspective. His therapists were astonished. His energy, his determination was infectious. He reconnected with his creativity. He started drawing again, but this time his art wasn't about despair. It was about hope. He drew the sun, the small victories, the faces of the people who supported him. His art became a visual diary of his journey from darkness into light. He was no longer just a patient. He was an artist painting his own recovery. Now, this is not a fairy tale. Positive thinking didn't magically cure his illness. He still had difficult days, moments of pain, and setbacks. The battle was real, but his mindset had fundamentally changed the nature of the fight. He was no longer a passive victim of his circumstances. He was an active participant in his own life, armed with gratitude, hope, and an unwavering belief in his own resilience. His doctors were amazed by his progress. He consistently outperformed their expectations. While they couldn't fully explain it with medical science, they acknowledged that his mental state was playing a huge role in his physical well-being. He was living proof of the mind-body connection. Alex had discovered that while positivity might not be a cure, it is the most powerful fuel for healing and endurance. Years have passed since that diagnosis. Today, Alex is not just surviving, he is thriving. He lives a full, meaningful life. He has become a passionate advocate for the power of positive psychology, sharing his story with others who are facing their own storms. His art is now celebrated, not just for its technical skill, but for the powerful message of hope it carries. He proved that even when we can't change the cards we are dealt, we can absolutely change how we play the hand. So, what can we take away from Alex's incredible journey? It's that your thoughts are not just random noise in your head. They are a powerful force that shapes your reality. Like a gardener, you can choose to cultivate seeds of positivity, gratitude, and hope, or you can let the weeds of negativity, fear, and doubt take over. The choice is yours, every single day. Start small, just like Alex did. What are 3 things you're grateful for right now? Maybe it's the device you're watching this on. Maybe it's a person you love. Maybe it's just the fact that you're breathing. Acknowledge them. Feel the gratitude. Let it sink in. This simple practice can begin to rewire your brain, helping you to see the good that is already present in your life. Alex's story is a powerful reminder that our greatest strength doesn't come from a life free of problems, but from our ability to face those problems with a resilient and hopeful spirit. You have that strength within you right now. It's waiting to be unleashed. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope Alex's story has inspired you as much as it inspired me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next story. Share this with someone who might need to hear it today. Until next time, keep cultivating your garden of positivity.